In this video, let's look into the protecting of the systems using antiviruses. So firstly, any system that is connected to the internet is always at a higher risk of getting infected or compromised, and it is always recommended to install the antivirus software onto the system. The viruses can generally hinder in the performance of the system and would also delete or modify or manipulate or cut up the data that is stored in the system. In the meantime, the antivirus application protects the system against the viruses, trojans, worms, etc. So why do we use an antivirus program? So as the whole world today is digitized and most of our important documents are stored on the systems or cloud or computers, it is very significant to protect those data. So to fend off the malicious attackers, it is really necessary to use the antivirus program. Also, to staying away from the fraudulent websites that would indulge the victims in some sort of a phishing or vishing attacks. And also to combat various malicious programs such as worms, trojans, adwares, and spywares. So how does an antivirus work? So there are two different methods where an antivirus would work. So the major ones would be the virus dictionary methodology and the suspicious behavior methodology. And there are a couple of other methods as well of detection, whether be it in terms of using machine learning algorithms as such. So the first one would basically include that every antivirus would come in with a virus dictionary which would have the definition of each and every virus that they have ever found. So once such kind of pattern exists in the system, the virus gets detected. And another method would be the suspicious behavior methodology, wherein if the antivirus gets to know that a particular application or a program is trying to act in a suspicious way, it would consider that application or the program to be a virus. So let's see which are all some of the well-known antiviruses that were really good in terms of defending against various different viruses, worms, and trojans, and a couple of other attacks as well. So the first one we have is the Bitdefender. Then we have the Norton by Symantec. Then we also have Kaspersky, Avast Pro, then ESET Nord 32 antivirus, then F-Secure antivirus, then Trend Micro antivirus as well. So how do we choose the best antivirus application? So there are three different things to consider this. The first one would be the antivirus detection accuracy. We got to see that how accurately the antivirus is able to detect and also quarantine the virus. The next would be the scanning speed. At what rate is the scanning or of the whole system or a particular directory or file is taking place. And next would be the resource utilization, wherein it would come in handy if it is going to consume very less of memory, so that all the other applications would be easily able to access the memory as well. So how do we choose the best antivirus application? So we got to consider these different factors before choosing the best antivirus application. One would be the automatic updates of the antivirus system, because every day we get to see various different lakhs or millions of viruses that are coming out in the wild. So for which it is necessary to have automatic updates for the antivirus application. The next would be the spyware detection and prevention mechanism that should come in inbuilt as part of the antivirus application itself. It should also have things like email scanning or hacker blocking, or then also the bidirectional firewall, then also a good technical support, and must also have a parental control just to keep a watch on the kids so that they don't become part of any sort of a malicious activity or become victimized of any malicious activity. And then the last but not the least is the ease of installation. So these are a couple of antivirus security checklists that are supposed to be performed by each and every one of us. The first thing would be to enable the real-time scanning in order to make sure that any sort of virus or worms or trojans do not attack at any particular point of time. Then to make sure to enable the firewalls and always make sure to schedule the scanning. Then always also make sure to update the antivirus software to make sure your antiviruses is efficient. And make sure that you do not install multiple antivirus programs on your machines simultaneously.